Every week, there is a new game changer, a new AI tool that promises to make your money easier, faster, and smarter. But if you look around, a lot of people still aren't making money. Why? It's not that the tools don't work, but with the rise of AI, access to tools alone is no longer an advantage. You can give someone all the tools a doctor uses, the same machines, even walk them through what each button does, but that doesn't mean they can save a life, because what actually matters is not just having access to the tool, it's knowing when to use it, why use it, when, interpret the output data, and most importantly, know how to adapt when things don't go as expected. I've been successful at making money online with a lot of things, including e-commerce, using the same tools that everyone uses, but the real leverage has been in the thinking process and interpretation of data. And this is not something you're either born with or without. It can be trained. And I hope this video will do just that for you. If you're in the e-commerce space or you've been researching about e-commerce, you may have already seen this platform called ShopShark. ShopShark is a market intelligence system that gives you visibility into how money flows through products in e-commerce, allowing you to see where revenue is being generated, how demand is shifting, and what commercial patterns are driving sales. You then use the information you extract from it to make money. But how do you do that? Chapter 1. Understanding the interface but with intent. When you first land on the platform, it looks like a typical dashboard. You'll see different videos, products, and a set of filters like sorting by category, video revenue, commission earned, post dates, etc. Most people stop here. They click around, sort randomly, and assume they are doing product research. But the way you interact with these filters determine everything. If you are a beginner, you may be tempted to rush to sort by likes or paying more attention to views only. That's basically underusing what this great tool was designed for. It offers far more than that. When you only care about likes or views to decide what to sell, you are only optimizing for attention. But if you also look at the revenue, you are optimizing for commercial performance. A product video can get millions of views and still not generate sales. So instead of treating it like a browsing experience, treat it like a data environment, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Revenue tells you what is selling, commission tells you how much affiliates get paid per sale, engagement metrics such as likes, comments, and views give you context, but they should never be used as the main decision driver. ShopShark has these three main categories: videos, products, and lives. And the first thing you need to understand is not just what each means definition-wise, but what decision it should influence practically, because that's how you can convert metrics or information into money. Start by looking at the posting dates. This helps you understand timing, whether something is trending now or already fading. If you want to sell the product, you need to pay more attention to products within 90 days or less, unless it's an all year round product. Let's say I want to know which product videos have been doing well in the past 7 days. Assuming at this stage I don't even know what product to sell or what category to enter. You click here and these are all the videos showing engagement metrics. These videos are sorted by GMV, gross merchandise value. This is the total value of sales generated through that video on TikTok Shop. You may see a video with relatively low likes or views but extremely high GMV. Why? Because attention does not automatically equal buying intent. GMV measures commercial conversion and your goal is to make money, not just content. Each video gives you a snapshot of the main drivers. Video GMV shows you total sales generated through that video. Weekly GMV growth by how much sales increased compared to the previous week. So if last week's GMV was maybe $10K and this week's GMV is $15K, then current GMV minus previous GMV divided by previous GMV times 100, there will be 50% growth. At the top of each video, you can also see the total GMV that this store or creator has made overall, not just from that one video. If you click view more, not only can you see the GMV and the total commission paid, you can also see the actual commission percentage per sale. It's useful to understand this as a store owner or seller because you will know how much you should potentially offer affiliates based on commission percentages in that niche or category. I hope you see how every data point becomes important if you understand not just the definition but the practical meaning behind it. At the bottom, you can see the graphical representation to understand the trend better and sort by engagement metrics or commercial metrics. When you scroll down, you can see the product data. The above was video data. Here, ShopShark shows you how many units of the product have been sold overall, not just from this video. This graph right here is what you should pay close attention to. On the y-axis, you have units sold on one side and GMV on the other. On the x-axis, you have dates. You can switch between gained and cumulative. Gained means what happened during that specific day or period you are looking at. Cumulative means the total accumulated up to that day or period. For example, for this product, if you choose gained and select May 22nd, units sold 806, GMV $24,700. This means on May 22nd alone, this product generated 806 new sales, resulting in $24,700 in revenue for that day. If I switch to cumulative and go to the same date, units sold now become 39,100, GMV $306,800. This means by May 22nd, starting from the first time this creator posted the product video, this product under this creator has now made or accumulated 39,100 units sold, translating to $306,800 in revenue. But why does this matter to you? Gain tells you the current momentum. Is this product still selling? Can I still enter and sell it in my own store or as an affiliate? If gain GMV or units sold show a trend graph with repeated spikes or consistently strong numbers day after day or week after week, that signals there may still be an opportunity. You can potentially sell the same products or similar products yourself in your store or as an affiliate. Gain helps you spot a winning product early. Gain trend graph is also useful for identifying when momentum is fading, and this is equally important because a product can have huge cumulative GMV and millions in sales, but if the gain GMV trend starts dropping day after day or week after week, it makes little to no sense to enter just because you see impressive historical numbers. So this metric protects you from entering the market too late, which is very important for beginners because most beginners in e-commerce get blinded by huge sales and forget to look at the bigger picture. Cumulative, on the other hand, tells you the total scale of the opportunity. In other words, how big did this product become overall up until now? High cumulative numbers suggest proven market demand. They validate the niche or product category, which is crucial because you don't want to build an entire business or store around products nobody actually wants to spend money on. Another insight you get from cumulative trends is estimating competition. If cumulative GMV is huge, it means many videos may already exist, many affiliates may already have entered, and audiences may have seen the product repeatedly. So even though the market is validated, competition may already be intense. That doesn't automatically mean don't enter or sell the same product, but it just gives you context and helps you understand whether that means stronger positioning, better execution, or potentially larger marketing effort. When a cumulative graph curves upward aggressively instead of gradually, it means sales velocity is accelerating. In other words, the product isn't just selling, it's selling faster and faster over time. This usually happens when multiple videos go viral around the same period. A flatter cumulative line suggests slowing demand, fewer sales being added, and weaker momentum. This protects you from investing in products that may have already peaked. But always remember, context matters. Some products are seasonal, so just because the trend is down today doesn't automatically mean the product is dead forever. It may pick back again later, and that's exactly why you don't use a tool like this once. It's a long-term tool. You can get started right now with a 3-day free trial to test it out. The link will be down below. Succeeding in e-commerce is really about consistently understanding timing, momentum, demand, and commercial behavior over time. Chapter 2: Turning data into an opportunity. Now that you understand how to read the metrics, interpret momentum, and differentiate between attention and actual commercial performance, the next question becomes, what do you do once you've identified a product that appears to be working? If you hover your mouse to the products tab, you can see different products and their corresponding revenues, viral indexes, sales trends, and other signals. When you click on a product or type in a specific category you want to assess, you can see how much the product is selling for, when it launched, which categories it's trending under, its GMV, and total units sold. The goal is not to just find products with numbers attached to them, but learning how to extract commercial intelligence from what you are seeing. Starting with the product title, check what keywords keep appearing. Are sellers positioning it as a convenience product, a problem-solving product, a must-have? The wording matters because titles often reveal how the market is framing their value proposition. Then move to the associated videos. Don't just ask whether the videos are getting views. Study how they are getting attention. Look at the first few seconds. Is the ad creative opening with a problem people instantly recognize? Maybe a surprising visual, a transformation, curiosity, social proof, strong emotional situation. These questions matter. Products rarely sell because they simply exist. Usually they sell because the content successfully communicated the outcome. And that outcome is what you should be learning to identify. Every product is tied to something deeper. It could be saving time, reducing effort, improving appearance, creating convenience, avoiding embarrassment, solving a frustrating problem, etc. That's what people are actually buying, not the product itself, but what the product allows them to feel, avoid, become, or achieve. And this is where informed thinking becomes critical. One person can copy blindly and hope it works, but if you understand what we've covered so far and yet to cover, you'll be able to reverse engineer the structure behind successful products and ad creatives. So every time you analyze a potential product, don't stop at the engagement metrics such as views or likes, or commercial metrics such as GMV or units sold. Use those metrics as a starting point. Then go deeper. Break down the top videos associated with that product you are interested in. Study the messaging, the positioning, the hooks, the demonstration, the repeated patterns. Because this is where a tool like ShopShark stops being a product discovery tool and becomes something much more valuable, a way to study what is already working commercially, psychologically, and creatively. Chapter 3: Revenue Parts. We've already looked at how to read commercial metrics, understand product behavior, and break down why certain products and creatives work. Naturally, that leads us to the next important question: how can you make money? There are a few revenue parts. One is selling validated products with proven messaging and content patterns through your own Shopify store. With this method, you control the margins. If TikTok Shop is available in your region, you can also list those products, or you can take the same product in sites such as creative angles, marketing signals, and sell through other channels like Facebook, WhatsApp, etc. The value you get from ShopShark's product search and analysis is not tied to one platform. It can be adapted to your own environment or preferred way of making money. For people in regions where TikTok Shop is not available, this matters even more, because what you are seeing here is very similar to what you'd see if you were to inspect a product listed on TikTok Shop, but ShopShark shows more details, many products consolidated in one area. You can then take the product insights, source similar products from suppliers such as AutoDS, AliExpress, Shein, and others. Build your own store and use the same proven messaging, positioning, and content structures to run ads or post organically. And if you do live in a country where TikTok Shop is available, then you unlock another revenue path. In addition to selling products in your own store, you can also become an affiliate, promoting other people's products and earning commissions from sales you generate. So this isn't really about choosing one path, but building the skill of understanding what works commercially and then applying that understanding in whichever monetization model fits your situation. Chapter 4: Pattern recognition. Making money consistently, whether in e-commerce or anywhere, comes down to one thing: understanding patterns, because the real opportunity is usually in patterns, not in isolated results. Suppose you're going through your ShopShark analyzing different videos or products, and you see the same products being pushed by multiple creators and consequently has higher GMV. What does that tell you? It's a sign of consistent demand. But if you notice the same type of hook being used repeatedly in ad videos that also tend to have higher units sold or GMV, that tells you the messaging has been validated. But if the comment section of the videos or products you are assessing or analyzing are filled with people asking where to buy or whether it works for that particular creator, that's direct buying intent. You need to train yourself to stop looking at e-commerce videos or ad creatives individually and start recognizing patterns. This is what I hope you walk out of this video with, rewiring your brain, because when you do that, it doesn't matter what happens or what changes, you will always know how to make money. When trying to understand e-commerce patterns with an intent of converting that understanding into money, look at what do all the top performing videos with corresponding GMV in particular niche or category actually have in common. Are they fast-paced? Do they focus on transformation? Are they heavy on demonstration? Do they create maybe curiosity? Once you see the pattern, you can reproduce results. Another ShopShark feature that can help you understand patterns even better is TikTok Lives. Most people think of TikTok Lives mainly as entertainment, community interaction, or people farming gifts worth pennies. But e-commerce sellers use lives differently. Lives are another revenue engine. Have you ever been scrolling through TikTok and came across creators, especially Asian sellers, live for hours showing clothes, beauty products, gadgets, or hair products, and you wondered why they are doing this for so long? That's because they are making money, thousands of dollars daily, and this is something you can actually study through the ShopShark Live section. Here you can see how much revenue was generated by a live session, how long the live lasted for, and you can even go back and watch the actual session itself. That matters because you are not only analyzing short form ad creatives or videos, you are analyzing also live selling behavior. How are sellers repeatedly demonstrating products without losing attention? How are they creating agency? How are they handling objections in real time? How are they explaining value, answering doubts, creating scarcity, bundling offers, or moving people towards buying? Those are patterns. Some people take this data for granted because maybe they don't want to go live themselves, but what you need to understand is that you can and honestly should use the information from these lives even if you never plan on becoming a live seller, because this isn't only about going live, it's about collecting more marketing intelligence. You can extract hooks, selling techniques, how they transition between products, how they keep people watching for a long period of time, and then use those same tricks inside your marketing content, affiliate videos, etc. When you scroll down, you can see which other products were featured in that live. You can also see the creator's live heat map to understand when they usually go live, giving you an opportunity to join future live sessions. This brings us back to the core idea behind this entire video. The advantage is no longer simply having access to information or tools. The advantage is learning how to recognize patterns, interpret signals, and translate that into action.